Hello guys, watching Geeks and today we're talking about The Walking Dead, Series 10, Episode 9 to 15. We split the series into a couple bits just because of how big this series is. Without further ado, we'll get on to Episode 9 to 15 now, first time watching. But do check out all the other videos because we have talked about Series 1 to 9 already on The Walking Dead. So, yeah. 9 to 15, Series 10 now. Alright, so there's a lot to get through. Obviously our characters surviving and getting past the cave and escaping was a big thing we got left from. And you know, that doctor dude who killed the old woman and he killed the baby daddy of one of them and messed up the water supply and done all sorts. This doctor is a spy for the walkers, the people dressed up as the zombies. Yeah, he did something else before he got killed by that priest dude. He, instead of killing that woman and burying her, he dug a tunnel so our walkers, I guess you could say, could get through the tunnel and come and attack our people, which happens, which is crazy. Also, why I mention this, so I was scrolling through TikTok, luckily didn't get spoiled, but it is very indicating the guy with the beard doesn't want to be seen, his face, apparently because it was scarring, but that's what I thought as well. But apparently, when someone recognised him, what happened was, and they've done Easter eggs and music, and apparently, he's a famous person, and now obviously he's the person dressing up as zombies as a walker and stuff. But he's actually a famous person, and they're trying to indicate that subtly, which I never noticed. But anyway, getting past that. So Negan getting them trapped, Negan helping Alpha, and the bombing scene of Hilltop literally getting destroyed and fire, and our characters are all like Avengers Assemble moment and getting past the zombies, and then catapults are glowing in and blowing them all up. It was mental, but it was all down to Negan actually helping Alpha with this information. And yeah, him helping Alpha quite a lot gives him a reward. He gets jiggy with Alpha naked in the forest, and it's weird, it's crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, going past that, again, eventually they get a little bit more intimate moment. But then Negan's kind of said he's got her daughter and she wants to kill her daughter. So Negan kills Alpha. And it's like, whoa, he did it. And then the people who are dressed up as zombies kind of like, you're our new Alpha now, and kneeling to Negan. But they've got Daryl. So Negan trying to convince Daryl that he's changed and blah blah blah. He then kills these little people dressing up as zombies to help Daryl out, and Daryl's like, "Oh, okay, still don't trust you, but you know, we'll go with it." But apparently, the reason why he killed Alpha was because, and I think this is brilliant, and I wasn't expecting it. I just thought he was killing them because, you know, he didn't want the kid to die. However, he was killing Alpha and was sent on this mission. This is why he was Alpha's bitch, you know, and trying to blend in with everyone. He was put on a mission by Carol. Carol's the one that got him to escape the prison. So I think that's awesome. However, Carol does not give her end of the bargain. She doesn't help Negan out, which I'm like, come on, man. But anyway, while on Carol, she finally finds out, but gets jiggy after with the king. The king's got cancer, and she finds out, and it's an alright scene. It's been building up for quite a while. He's meant to tell her on the radio, doesn't happen. Meant to tell her at another point, doesn't happen, and then she just sees it, the lump, and he's like, and she knows, she just knows, and it's like, yeah. I like that we have them struggles, but I don't want to lose the king. But because we haven't got the supplies to actually probably help him, he is probably going to go, which is sad because I do love that king. Ezekiel's brilliant. And his little minion as well. The guy who got trapped in the cave at one point and has his own family. I like that guy as well that helps Ezekiel out. So I do like them both, to be fair. But it's sad. But it's also like, it's nice to show there's a realistic side of still cancer's going to be a thing, COVID's going to be a thing, this is going to be a thing. You know, day-to-day struggles is still happening in this end of the apocalypse stuff. Which, yeah. Anyway, that being said, Michonne, goes off helping that guy. Turns out this guy's a psycho, literally trapping people and doing this and that. And he kind of got his family killed by accident, sort of thing. And he traps Michonne and gives her these drugs. And so she's tripping balls and seeing things. And we goes back to the very beginning, and that's how she leaves. She goes off again to try and find Rick, because she finds something in this island to do with Rick, the boat and all that. So we're on a quest now, and Michonne kind of leaves our gang and gets permission off Rick's daughter to go off and try and find him. But we get something very interesting, a what-if scenario. What if Michonne didn't help that blonde woman who lost her sister early on? What if she didn't? What if she didn't meet Rick? And she goes off on a journey and meets Negan, and then she turns into Negan's beast. I'm sorry for the noise, my cat's being a loon, but yeah. Anyway, sorry for the noise, but anyway, yeah, her turning into Negan's like minion of such, and her having Lucille the Bat, and instead of Negan doing it in series 3, series 7, she does it. And series before that, she killed in the lighthouse, she killed Glenn. So that was I liked the what if scenario. That was really cool how they did that. Going past that, and her going on a mission, we also have Rick's daughter, Elise. I forgot her name. That's annoying. Anyway, she has a connection with Daryl, of course, and then Daryl's trying to teach her things, but she has to follow Daryl. She also, the king gets ill, so he couldn't help the kids, so this other guy helps them. And this other guy got bit, so then he's turning into a zombie, and she has to kill that guy, and she had an attachment to that guy, so that was a big thing for her, Rick's daughter, to have as well. But the kids got saved because of her. She's a badass, and she's been doing all sorts with Daryl and everything. I just think it's really cool. But she's also missing her mom, Michelle, and yeah, it's a nice story, because I do like how especially her and Negan. Her and Negan are really well done. But yeah. So now Alpha's dead. The guy with the beard's got this massive army of zombies, herd of them, coming towards us. We're going to have to deal with that. Whilst we've also got another thing happening. So the king, we also have the woman who I don't know, who's the lesbian lawyer. I don't know her name, I'm not going to lie. I think she's in Eternals. I'm not going to lie, I think I recognise her from that. And we also have... how am I forgetting everyone's names? It's probably because I just finished work and I'm absolutely knackered. But the guy who's very talkative all the time and sciencey guy, I forgot his name. He's been talking on his dating app. Basically, it feels like that. It's like a radio, and he's been talking here and there, and he's going off on his own thing. And he finally tells the group, and then some of them decide to go with him to see this other colony. Maybe they might help us. So that's interesting, I guess. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I don't know why. I've said it many times before, but he's gone. It's the guy talking on the radio. We've seen him before. He's meant to be the science dude that lied. He was going to save the world, but it turned out he didn't. With Abraham and stuff. But yeah, I wish my cats could shut up whilst I'm doing this review. I'm sorry, guys. It's a noisy one today. But Eugene, got it. It was Eugene. Boom. Nailed it. I'm on about Eugene talking to the other person. So they've gone on that mission. This little crazy woman's gonna join them and ruin them and put them in like a field of bombs, and then getting past that, a mining field, and then going past that. And Eugene's kind of been late to where he was meant to meet this woman and this new society, I guess. So now they're still going off, but they've got a bit less hope. And Carol took some convincing to get back with Daryl, because he likes the sign language woman, and she kind of got trapped in the cave. But anyway, Daryl, Carol, and a few others are trapped in this building with a herd of zombies, and that's kind of where we've been left off for episode 15. I like these episodes. I'm going to have to give these an 8 out of 10. I think we're in a step up than the beginning of the series. It's stepping up a bit now. And I do love Negan killing Alpha and stuff. So it's interesting where we go next with the guy, the beard, and the herd. That's really my thoughts and opinions, guys. I've talked about as much as I can. I've liked all apart from one little thing, but I don't think it's important. That's my thoughts and opinions, guys. Let me know what you think of this down below, and see you guys in a review very soon. Have a nice day.